Alright then. Why hello there! My name is Ritsu Rizer, and welcome to my stream. Today, we'll be reading Tsukihime, A Piece of Blue Glass Moon. So, I'm sort of like a novice on Nasuverse lore right now. It's not something that I'm totally knowledgeable about. This is loud. The only thing I basically know is it's just only basic Fate Stay Night lore. I haven't delved too deep into Fate Stay Night, but I have watched Carnival of Phantasm, and I understood most of the references there. But I would love to read Fate Stay Night at some point. But I was also very confused about Tsukihime in their appearances in Carnival of Phantasm, and then seeing Melty Blood being remastered, remade, and it was well, right now I'm really curious as to what exactly is Tsukihime in general, because that is the original source material for Melty Blood. The only thing I know about Tsukihime is that it is about supernatural stuff. I think the main character has the ability to cut anything that they can imagine, and that I think the main girl, Arquade, is a vampire. Give me a second. I'm gonna turn down the volume for myself, because this is really loud. This is a really loud game. Yeah. Yeah, this is a very loud game. Anyways, I've had some trouble having to figure out how to work with this game, cuz it doesn't full screen correctly. It's only on window mode, and when I do full screen, it really does take in full screen. I don't know how to control the window scale for this, so yeah. This is the best that we can do for now. Thankfully, it doesn't follow ADV storytelling, so yeah, it does the whole full screen storytelling. It's very staticky. Yeah, here. Okay. So I really do like visual novels, and I felt that reading them out loud for a stream would help with my voice acting, and my dictating when it comes to speaking and everything. So hopefully people will enjoy reading along with me, and hopefully uh, uh, hopefully my voice isn't too staticky to be annoyed with. Is this alright? Huh? Yeah. I'm not. I'm not. I really need to fix in my microphone at some point. I have all the time in my life right now, but I don't take the time to actually fix my microphone. It's really weird to do. It's not amazing. It's the Razer Seiren X, and yeah. Maybe it's just a configuration that I have. Hmm? I'm fine. Thank you, though. Thank you very much, Boundless Grand. I'm fine for now. Anyways, I feel like we should like start now. I've actually read a little bit of the visual novel already. I have chosen like a couple of choices here and there, uh, but I didn't go too far. I wanted to like do this on a stream, so wanted to make it a little special. Anyways, let me change myself, make it a little smaller here. There we go. Let me click anywhere. There we go. All right. Anyways, I will be pulling this up on a different window because I am on a laptop and it is garbage. So I do not have dual screens or anything like big or top notch or anything. So yeah, I won't be able to like read a lot of stuff, but I do have like chat on the side, so I'll be able to read stuff. Anyways, let's go. All right, let's see. When I came to, I was lying on a hospital bed. The curtain on a nearby window sways gently. It is a beautiful day outside, and the dry wind signals the end of summer. Hello, Tanoshiki-kun. Congratulations on your recovery. The unfamiliar old man extends his hand for a handshake. His square-rimmed glasses and warm smile are very befitting. His tidy-looking white clothes suit him perfectly, too. Can you understand what I am saying, Shiki-kun? No. Why am I in a hospital? You don't remember, do you? You were involved in a car accident while you were walking. Your chest was stabbed by a shard of glass, and it was unlikely that you would survive. Very unbefitting of what a doctor would say, yet he says it while still smiling cheerfully. Terrible. I feel terrible. I'm tired. Can I go to sleep? Yes, you should rest. You must focus on recuperating and not push yourself. The doctor is still smiling. Be honest, I can't stand that smile anymore. Can I ask you something, doctor? What is it, Shiki-kun? Why are there scribbles all over your body? And there are cracks all over the walls. Why are there cracks in the walls? The smile vanishes for just a brief moment, then returns to his face immediately. He turns and walks away. It seems there was some brain damage after all. Get a hold of Dr. Ashia in neurology. I also suspect he may have suffered some damage to his eyes. Spend the afternoon examining his eyes. The doctor whispers to the nurse so that I don't hear him. Weird. There are scribbles all over everyone's bodies. The sloppy, zigzagging black lines running all over the walls, floors, the ceiling. I don't understand what they mean, but looking at them makes me feel sick. I wonder what it is. The bed, too, is covered in these scribbly lines. When I touch the line with my fingertip sinks down into the crack. Oh! It seems as if I could reach farther down with something narrower, so I traced the line with a fruit knife that was lying on the bedside table. I didn't use any strength at all, yet the knife sinks into the bed, all the way up to the hilt. It was fun, so I dragged the knife along with the scribbling line. Thud! With a heavy sound, the bed snaps cleanly in two. Yeah! The girl on the bed next to mine screams. The nurse runs over and takes the knife away from me. How did you break the bed, Shiki-kun? The doctors don't ask why, but curiously persist on how I did it. I traced along the line and it broke. Hey, just why is this hospital full of cracks? You better stop with that, Shiki-kun. There are no such cracks like that anywhere. Now tell me, just how did you break the bed? You can tell me. I promise I won't get mad. I'm telling you all, I did what the... Yeah, I'm telling you, all I did was just trace the line with the knife. I see. Okay, we'll continue this conversation tomorrow. The doctor leaves. In the end, not a single person believed my story. As long as I run a knife along the scribbles, I can cleanly cut anything. I don't have to put any force into it. It is as easy as cutting paper with scissors. The bed, the chair, the desk, the walls, the floor. I've never tried, but probably... No, definitely, even people. But it seems that no one else can see these lines. The black lines only I can see. Despite being a kid, I gradually began to understand what the lines were. They are probably like stitches. Just like stitches that hold an open wound together after surgery. I think they are weak spots. After all, there's no way I could cut such a thing with a child's strength alone. Yeah, I didn't know until now that the world is covered in these lines. These breaking lines that bind everything together. No one else can see them. That's why they're just fine. But I can see them. Scared. So scared. I can't even talk. It's as if I'm the only one who went crazy. Maybe that's why. Why, even after 2 weeks, no one believes my story. Even after 2 weeks, no one has come to see me. Even after 2 weeks, I continue to live alone in a world surrounded by black stitches. I need to get out. I don't want to be in this room anymore. I don't want to stay in a place covered in stitches. That's why I decided to escape and run away to somewhere where no one else would be. But the wound on my chest still hurts, and it didn't get very far. That was when I noticed. I'm standing in the grassy field just outside of town. I really didn't get far at all. My chest hurts, and I feel so sad. I collapse to my knees and cough. There's nobody here. Drowning in this ocean of green at the end of summer, I feel like I'm about to disappear. But before that... Hey, you. It's dangerous sitting down in a place like this. Oh! Who is this lady? Red hair, briefcase, tall too. Oh, she's cute. I hear a woman's voice from behind me. Huh? What do you mean, eh? You're already a run, so I can't see you if you're standing in the grass. Sitting in the grass. I was this close to kicking you, so watch out. She points at me rather grumpily. I get a little angry. After all, I sit in the fourth row from the front, so I don't think I'm that short. Kicked? By who? Isn't it obvious? Stupid. You and I are the only ones here, so who else could it be but me? She declares this confidently as she folds her arms. Well, I suppose it must be fate that we meet here. So you want to talk for a little while? My name is Aozaki Aoko. What's yours? She extends her hand to me with the kind of cheerfulness one would show an old friend. I see no reason to refuse, so I tell her my name is Tono Shiki and grasp her cool hand in return. Talking to her was a lot of fun. She didn't ignore what I said just because I was a kid. Instead, she listened. She listened to what I had to say, like a friend. We talked about many, many things. About my family. About how it was an old and respected family with very strict traditional rules. And my equally strict father. About my little sister Akiha. Quiet Akiha, who has always followed me around. About our big mansion and the vast gardens, and how Aki and I would play together with our friends. I told her about many things, almost feverishly. Oh, it's this time already. Sorry, Shiki. I've got some business to take care of. Let's stop here. She gets up to leave. My chest tightens, and I feel sad, thinking that I would be alone again. See you tomorrow. I'll be waiting for you here, okay? You should go back to your room and listen to your doctor. She speaks with such ease, in such a natural way as she makes her way off. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow, you'll be able to talk like we did today. I'm happy. It was the first time I truly felt something since I woke from the accident. Since that day, going to that grassy field in the afternoons became part of my daily routine. She would get angry when I called her Alko. For some reason, it seemed she hated her own name. After some thought, I decided that she seemed like a very distinguished person, so I came to call her Sensei. Sensei would seriously listen to anything I had to say, and would always dispel my anxiety with one single word. That feel. I was depressed from the accident, but slowly, thanks to Sensei, I began to return to my former self. Even though scary black scribbles didn't seem quite so scary anymore when talking to Sensei. I didn't know who she was, or where she was from. Perhaps she really was a teacher. But I don't care. It doesn't matter at all. Because it's fun being with Sensei. That alone is all that matters, and that alone is more than enough. How's it look? Yep, it's good. Give me a second. Good. Hey, Sensei. Look what I can do. I wanted to surprise her one day, using a fruit knife I brought from the hospital. I cut down a tree growing in the field. Like before, I run the knife along the scribble-like line, and cut it cleanly across the base. Amazing, isn't it? I can cut anything easily, as long as it's somewhere where I can see the scribbles. No one else can do this, right? Shiki. She slaps me across the face. Sensei? I remember Carnival Phantasm doing like a joke where she's a Shotokan. Oh no. Oh my god. What you just did was extremely thoughtless. Sensei gives me a hard, piercing glare. I don't know why, but I realized I just did something I definitely shouldn't have done. With Sensei's severe expression, the pain from my cheek where she slapped me, I felt very, very sad. I'm sorry. Before I knew it, I was crying. Shiki. Then, a gentle, warm feeling envelops me. There's no need to apologize. It's true that you did something I should be angry at you for, but it's definitely not your fault. Sensei squats down and hugs me. But you know, if someone doesn't tell you otherwise now, one day you're going to make a mistake you can never take back. That's why I won't apologize. You hate me all you want if you feel that way. No, I don't hate you, Sensei. Really? I'm glad you feel that way. I guess it was fate that the two of us met here like this. Sensei began to ask about the scribbles I could see. As I told her about the lines, the black jacket lines that somehow only I could sing, Sensei's embrace tightened. Shiki, what you are seeing is something that should never be seen by anyone or anything. Everything in existence has points where they are most easily broken. We who will break down one day are imperfect for this reason. Your eyes have the ability to see the fate of all things. Put it another way, you can see the future. See the future? That's right. You can see death. You don't need to know any more than that. If someday you happen to go down that path, the principles will become clear to you as something that is needed. Sensei, I really don't understand. That's good. It's important that you don't understand now. All I want you to know is that you must never cut these lines on a whim or as a joke. Understand? If you do so, your eyes will begin to take the lives of others too lightly, and that is the worst thing that can possibly happen. Okay. I won't do it if you say so, Sensei. Besides, it kind of hurts my chest. I'm sorry, Sensei. Here we go. I'll never do it again. Good for you, Shiki. Never forget the feelings that you have experienced here today. If you stay that way, I'm sure you'll find happiness. Sensei finally lets go of me. But Sensei, I see those lines and get worried. They'll be cut as soon as I trace them, right? Then it wouldn't be weird for my surroundings to come apart at any time. You're right. I'll be able to help you with that at least. It seems as if that's the reason why I'm here. Sensei sighs, then favors me with a warm smile. Shiki, I'll give you a very special present tomorrow. I'll give you your old life back, the one you were living before your accident. The next day, exactly the 7th day after I met Sensei, she arrives in a grassy field, carrying a large trunk in one hand. Here. To put these on, those strange scribbles won't be visible anymore. What she gave me was a pair of glasses. But my eyes are fine. Just put them on. The lenses don't have any magnification or anything. Sensei forces them on me. Suddenly, whoa! Incredible! This is amazing, Sensei! I can't see the scribbles anymore, not at all! Of course. I had quite a time stealing Mystic Eye Killer from my older sister to make this Aozaki Alco masterpiece. So treat them well or there'll be hell to pay. Got it? Yep. I'll take good care of them. You're incredible, Sensei. You made all those horrible lines disappear just like that. It's like magic. Of course. I am a sorceress after all. God. Give me a proud smile. Sensei puts her trunk down on the ground. But notice, Shiki. Those lines haven't disappeared. It's just that you can't see them. Once you take the glasses off, you'll be able to see them again. Really? Yes. Sorry. Your only choice is to keep living your life and do your best with the eyes you have now. No, I don't want these scary eyes. If I cut these lines again, I'll end up breaking my promise to you. Oh, me never cutting the lines again? Silly. You can break that promise whenever you like. Really? But you said it was something I shouldn't do. Yes, it is. But that is your gift, Shiki. It's yours to use as you see fit. No one else but you has the right to judge you. But out of all the abilities one can have, yours is terribly unique. If you have such a power, that means there's a meaning behind you having it. God doesn't give us powers for no reason. You might say that you were given the mystic eyes of death's perception one day, because one day, a time will come when you will need them. That's why you must not live in denial of their existence. Sensei squats down so our eyes would be leveled. Oh, she's cute. She's really pretty. But you know, that's what you must never forget. You are a very kind and honest person, Shiki. As long as you remain the way you are now, your eyes will never bring forth any wrong. However, I'm not telling you to become a saint. All I'm saying is live true to yourself and become a man in the manner that you think is right. Since you can accept your mistakes and are able to apologize, I know that in 10 years, you will become a great man. That being said, Sensei stands and reaches for a trunk. Oh, but I must say, unless in exceptional circumstances, you shouldn't take the glasses off. Special powers attract other special powers. Only when you decide there is no other way should you take off those glasses, and even then, be mindful of how you use your power. Power in itself is not evil. What is evil rests solely in the hearts of the ones wielding such power. Be it for good or evil, it will be up to you and the choices you make. She picks up her trunk. Sensei doesn't say anything more after that, but deep down, I knew we would have to part. It's impossible, Sensei. I can't do it. I won't understand just by myself. The truth is, I was so afraid before I met you. I was only able to return to being me because you were with me. I can't do it. Not even with these glasses. If you're gone, I can't do it. Don't say such things, Chiki. If you tell lies that even you yourself can't believe, you only make whoever hears you sad. Sensei raises her eyebrows in displeasure and pokes my forehead. You know it yourself, don't you? You're all right now. So don't say stupid things and give up on the self that you finally found. Only you can choose to be you. No one else can do it for you. Sensei turns around. Well, this is goodbye. Listen, Shiki. Life is not easy. Everyone's life is a hard, long, rocky road filled with many pitfalls. You have more power than anyone else to do something about that. So pull yourself together. Sensei is leaving. I was sad, but I was Sensei's friend, so I had to see her off properly. Yes. Goodbye, Sensei. Well done. That's right, Shiki. Hold on to that confidence, and always live true to yourself. When you find yourself in trouble, calm down and think things through carefully. Okay? A solution will always present itself if you do. It'll be alright. You'll manage, even on your own. Sensei laughs happily. The wind blows. The field of grass sways in unison. Sensei was already gone. Goodbye, Sensei. After saying that, I really felt that I would not see her again. All that remained were her many words and the mysterious glasses. It was only 7 days, but she taught me things more valuable than anything else. As I stand there by myself, I feel tears well up in my eyes. Man, I was such a fool. I could only say goodbye. I couldn't even say a single word of thanks to her. I left the hospital soon after that. Afterwards, I then returned to the Tona household and was taken to live with my relatives instead. But it's alright. Tono Shiki will be just fine, even by myself. I'll spend a new life with my new family. And I like that. Tono Shiki's 9th summer ended. The new autumn arrived, and I think I became more of an adult. Alright. That was the prologue. What is that? I can't read it. Wait, give me a... No, I'm not gonna do it. That's gonna fuck up my... That's gonna mess up my OBS. 1. Inversion Impulse 1. Oh my god, it's terrible. I hate this. I really don't like this. Give me a second. Create, save. Give me a second. Ah. Ah. Ooh. Yeah. Alright. Hopefully the audio quality is alright. I feel it being staticky. Hopefully it's good. Ah, my neck. Oof. Yep. That was stiff. Oof. Alright. Let's go. Autumn. The last traces of summer are disappearing today, a Thursday halfway through October. This is the day when I, Tanoshiki, return home. It's been 8 years since I left. Oh, he's 17. Okay. Shiki, hurry up! You're going to be late for school. I hear Keiko's voice floating in from the kitchen. Okay, I'm leaving. I call back. I place my hands together in the room that was mine at the Rima's up until now. I'm going. Thanks for letting me live with you. Thanks for letting me live with you these last 8 years. Oh, that was that was something. Ah, my nose. Why do I always get so nasally every time? That's annoying. I fold my hands together in prayer. Then, grabbing my only bag, I leave the room that had become so familiar. I walk through the entrance to the Arima's house, then turn to face it. Shiki, Keiko-san, who had come to the door to see me off, calls my name somberly. See you later. Take care, Mom. What a strange thing to say. I won't be coming back. Never again will I pass through this door as a member of the Arima household. Thanks for looking after me. Please give my regards to Father too. Keiko-san simply nods. 8 years. The eyes of the person who had been my mother look so sad. I don't think I've ever seen her like that before. I'm sure it'll be hard for you at the Tono's house. Please watch yourself. Your body is weak. You mustn't overdo it. I'll be okay. No. No. Oh no. Give me a second. Uh, no. It wasn't anything. No. It was just, a candy thing. It's Sakuma's drops. You know the ones from, like, Grave of the Fireflies? The candy that the little girl was eating, like, all throughout the movie? Yeah. I heard that, like, they were shutting down production on making the products. So I was like, on a spur of the moment, I went and like bought a hard candy. Bought one of them on Amazon. So yeah, wait. Oh, there's one. There's one left over. So I'm gonna. Yeah, that wasn't that wasn't a good idea. I got candy stuck in my throat. Uh, I definitely need to fix in like the comments. I just recently like like learned how to fix around with streaming elements. So this is a new thing. Yeah, this is a new thing I'm working on right now. But yeah, this overlay looks really nice. Yeah. Anyways, back to the story. Okay. I'm sure it'll be very hard for you at the Tono's house. Please watch yourself. Your body is weak. You mustn't overdo it. I'll be okay. After 8 years, I'm just as healthy as anyone else. I'm a lot tougher than I look. I suppose you're right. But the Tonos are different from anyone else. I'm worried they'll be too much for you. I know what Keiko-san means. My home from today forth will be a mansion, an uncommon sight in this day and age. Not only is the house amazing, but the family itself is highly respected. It's said they hold significant investments and many cooperations. To top things off, it's my true home. The Armos have only been looking after me. But it's already decided. Yeah, it's something that's decided already. Alright, I'll be heading off then. Thanks for taking care of me. I repeat those words one last time and turn my back on the household I'd grown so accustomed to over these past 8 years. I really wonder, why exactly was he sent to the Armas instead of just the Tonos? Was it because he was injured? They didn't want, a liability as, a family member? So he just sent them to, his relatives? Who are, more average or something? It's dumb. Well, not dumb. That's just mean. Alright. Oh, my eyes. Oof. I leave the RMS and start walking to school with a heavy heart. 8 years ago, I recovered from a serious injury that normally would have meant death. Then I was entrusted to the Arimas, a family branching off from the Tono family. I'd lived with my real parents at the Tono mansion up until I was 9. Then I lived with the Arimas for 8 years until now, my second year of high school. Give me a second. Oh, God. Man. My nose. God. I lived a normal life as an adopted sen. From the time I met Sensei, those special circumstances Sensei told me about as he parted never happened, and the glasses hit the line through me as long as I wore them. The life of Tonoshiki was a peaceful one. It meandered along gently until a few days ago. The day when the head of the Tono family sent word to me. Return to the Tono mansion. The very family that, until now, had shunned me. I sigh again. To be perfectly honest, even before the accident, I had never gotten along with the Tono household. Maybe as a kid, I never liked the formality demanded by the family. Perhaps that's why I said nothing when the old man told me I was going to live with the Armas. I think it turned out well. I got along well with my adopted parents, Keiko-san and Fumio-san. It was as if they were my real parents. I lived a normal life in a loving family with the Armas like a real son, just like I'd always wished. I don't regret living there. Except for one thing. My little sister, 1 year younger than me, remained behind with the Tonos. Akia. I bet she hates me now. It would only be natural. She had to live in that mansion all by herself, under the constant supervision of the hard-headed old man. I could easily imagine what Akio thought of me, the man who escaped. I let out another sigh. How many sighs are you gonna have, man? You sighed like 4 times already, dang. I can't help it. Yes, I'm sorry, Shiki. God. What's going to happen will happen. Today, after school, I'll return to my true home. Lord knows what'll occur. But for now, I've got more pressing problems. My watch shows 7:45. Homeroom starts at 8 o'clock sharp, and anyone who isn't in class by 8 is marked as late. Clutching my bag, I start sprinting towards school. I managed to make it to school in less than 10 minutes. I entered from the back gate, accomplishing a feat that would bring the track scouts running if I knew. Come to think of it, today's also the last day I'll come in through the back gate. The Arma and Tono houses are on opposite sides of the school, with the Arma's being behind, while the Tono sits in the front. Obviously, I'll be coming through the front gate in the future. And I quite like the lonely atmosphere back here, too. For some reason, the back gate at our school isn't really popular. Only 10 people or so, myself included, actually use it. It's quiet and pretty devoid of people day or night. Clang! Wait, I need like a... Ow, that hurts. Did I even make a sound? Wait. That just make a sound. Make a thud. Ew. I did it for nothing. Wait. Clang! Cling, clang, clang! Let's go with that. Wait. How about... Wait. This doesn't work. Anyways. Like I said, pretty quiet. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was... Jeez. Anyways. Oh, I put in the speed. The sound of a hammer mixed with a distant bird singing reaches my ears. Hammering? Huh? Clang! Clink! Clonk! A half rhythmical ringing comes from one corner of the courtyard. I think this is the choice. That's funny how I like made a... It's been like, what, 5 months? Dang. What is that? Homeroom begins in less than 10 minutes. I don't have time to stop and find out, but I am pretty curious. Right now... Yeah, I was surprised there was a choice already in the beginning. Apparently this one leads to meeting CL, the blue-haired chick. That looks like MASH in the remake. So, I want to do it like chronologically. I want to do the Arcwade arc right now, but the notes recommend that like you don't use a walkthrough for it. So I'm just gonna like see how it goes. All right. All right. Let's go. Head to class. Be a good student. I arrived in class earlier than usual. Phew. I walked to my desk next to the window. Good morning, Tono-kun. An unfamiliar voice greets me. Eh? I turn around, confused. Tono-kun, the teacher was looking for you. He said he wanted to talk to you about your house. My house? It must be about me moving. I should have finished the formalities yesterday. Perhaps there's something I forgot to do. The girl doesn't move, but stands there looking at me. Good morning, Yumizuka. Yeah. Good morning, Tono-kun. Looks like you remember my name. Sighing with relief, Yumizuka Satsuki gives a faint smile. Yumizuka. I can remember the names of my own classmates, you know? It's just that I haven't spoken to you much. Yeah. I was a little nervous about talking to you. Yumizuka smiles again. She seems happy about something. Yumizuka continues to stare at me as if she wants to say something else. To be honest, I don't know her that well. Although we're in the same class, I can count the times we've spoken. But Yumizuka Satsuki is the center of attention. She's often the topic of conversation among the boys, and there aren't any bad rumors about her among the girls. In short, she's your typical class idol. Naturally, she's always surrounded by a crowd. She's the complete opposite of a loner like me. While I might be able to remember the name Yumizuka Satsuki, there's no reason for her to remember my name is Tonoshiki. It seems like some bothersome coincidences that are at work today. Tono-kun, can I ask you a question? If I can answer, you can ask as many as you want. Sorry if it's something personal, but you said you're moving. Are you going to move somewhere far away? Her voice trails off as if it's hard for her to ask. She claps her hands to stop fidgeting. I know it's sudden, but will you be transferring somewhere? Oh, no. I'm changing my residence, but not my school. My new house is still in this town anyway, so it's no big deal. Oh, that's good. Yumizuka sighs with relief. How odd. Why would something like me moving cause that kind of reaction? But, are you going to leave the Armas? Yeah. I enjoyed living with them, but I can't leech off them forever. Huh? How does Yumizuka know that? No one at this school should know I was living with the Armas, except for a certain guy. What's up, Toto? A carefree, loud voice rings out from the classroom doorway. As if on cue, the guy who's been my friend since middle school arrives. Hey, if it isn't Yumizuka. It's not often I see you talking to Tono. Morning, Inui-kun. Yumizuka looks away with an unenthusiastic reply. I guess she isn't the type who'd respond well to a guy like him. Tono's picking up chicks? What the hell is going on? I thought you weren't interested in them. Arihiko exclaimed this joke loudly. You moron, stop spreading lies. I'm a normal guy. Hey, what is that supposed to mean, normal guy? Huh? You got something to say, Shiki, huh? What do you mean by that, huh? I'll talk to you later. Well, this is early 2000s, literally 2001 visual novel here. But we'll talk to you later. Anyways, back to it. You normal guy. Normal guy. Of course, I'm interested in girls. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god, this freaking. uh, anyways. Oh my god. Oh. Uh, is that right? Good for you, man. Still, these days, girls find it more amusing of a weird sex drive instead. What the fuck? Uh, uh, I mean, I think it depends. I think, but still, damn man. But don't only find it amusing and it won't go any far. His bottomless, cheerful laughter echoes throughout the morning classroom. I let out another sigh. I once again wonder, like I have many times before, how I ended up knowing this person. His hair dyed orange, ears pierced, his vicious glare that shouts he will pick a fight with anyone, anytime, and he's wearing rebellious clothes. Rebellious as in just wearing a shirt unbuttoned? Okay. Inui Arihiko was the only free-spirited outlaw in our university-oriented high school. Do you have to be so loud this early in the morning? I'm depressed about all sorts of stuff, so stay away from me today, okay? I wave my hands to shoo him away. Depressed? What's wrong, man? Is it that time of the month? Huh? Wait, I take that back. Rather than just for today, stay away from me. Wait, I take that back. Rather than just for today, stay away from me for the rest of my life. My depression will only get worse with you around. Ignoring Aihiko, I head back to my own desk. Dropping my bag and taking a seat, I stretch my back. I do too. God, my back. Oh, okay. Hey, you can't just ignore other people like that, Tono. You're gonna hurt people with that careless attitude of yours. Now that's news to me. Isn't there some way I can kill them instead? If you can tell me how, I'll repay you by trying it out on you. That's cold, man. Aren't you just a little nastier than usual this morning? Didn't I tell you I'm depressed? Other people aside, I'm certainly not showing any kindness to you. Arihiko sighs. Why are you only mean to me, Tono? Like a saint to everyone else. It's not fair. What, you just figured that out? The world's unfair. You really are only mean to me. You really are only mean to me. Arihiko gives another exaggerated sigh. I didn't try particularly hard to be cold to Arihiko. That's just the kind of relationship we have. So, Arihiko, what's a chronically late night owl you never shows up until the second period doing here in homeroom? It's a little... No, it's very odd. I was thinking that too. I guess being at school on time isn't just for when I happen to wake up early. Well, I won't comment on your hobbies, but what I'm asking is why you woke up early. Why I woke up early? I guess it's because I can't stay out late since all that fuss started, so I actually go to sleep at night now. You've heard the stories about that serial killer, haven't you? I see. Come to think of it, I did hear something like that. I felt a tinge of regret at needing Narihiko to remind me. For the past 2 or 3 days, I've been debating whether or not to return to the Tono household, so I completely lost touch with the news. What was that again? They've given it some really nasty name, like the freakish serial killers or something. There's more to it. So far, all the victims have been young girls. The 8th victim was only 2 days ago. To top it all off, they were all... wait, what happened to them again? Arihiko tilts his head in contemplation. Oh, I'm an idiot for asking him. Sorry. Yeah, I remember now. All the victims were cut up into pieces and arranged in a pattern or something. No, Inu-kun. Everyone who was killed lost a lot of blood. Oh yeah, that was it. They said it's some kind of modern-day vampire or something. You sure know a lot about this, Mizuka-san. Not really. It's happening in this town, so it's in the news. You'd remember it even if you didn't want to. I see. I thought it was happening in a neighboring town, but I guess it moved down here. Well, anyway, that's what happened. Even I wouldn't be going on the streets at night with a killer walking around. That's why I've been waking up at 7 lately. Well, that's it? Having a good reason doesn't make a good story. Where's the fun in that? Man, you're cold. What, did you collapse from anemia already this morning? I'm alright, thanks for asking. If I was anemic 24 hours a day, I'd be dead by now. Yeah, you're right. If you say you're okay, then I guess you're okay. And the bell rings, interrupting our conversation. Hey, classroom is about to begin. Hurry up and get back to your seat. With a yeah, Arihiko goes back to his seat. See you later, Tanaka. Oh, yeah. Sorry for keeping you, Yuzuka-san. Light footsteps tap across the floor as she returns to her seat. Desk. Okay. I think a new save is coming up. New choice. Second period is over. Our homeroom teacher, who's also our math teacher, calls out to me as he leaves. Kono, your documents are missing some details. Please go visit the office. It shouldn't take long, so I'll head to the office before the third period starts. The office is on the first floor. The second year classroom is on the third floor, but I could make it back before third period starts if I run. I run. And run. And what? The impact floors me with a thud. My head hits something and the world swims before my eyes. No! I hear a voice nearby. It's a woman's voice I've never heard before. It looks like I ran into someone. I'm sorry, are you alright? I still can't see my surroundings too well, but I apologize to the person I hit. Yes, I'm alright. How about you? Are you okay? There's no trace of accusation in that gentle voice. I don't know who she is, but it seems like she's worried about me. Oh, yeah, I'm also okay. I shake my head and stand up. Finally, I can see her clearly. Oh, it's Ciel! Oh my god! Are you alright? Are you really alright? Your forehead is swelling up. Huh? I feel a prickle of pain when I try to touch it with my hand. Ugh. Just like she said, I'm developing a magnificent lump. I am so sorry. I was not paying attention to where I was going. Your forehead must really hurt, right? The female student gazes apologetically at my face. In the formal way she spoke, I assumed she was a first year, but from the color of her ribbon, I can see that she's a third year. In other words, my senpai. No, it's fine. Really. I'm the one at fault. I'm sorry for bumping into you, senpai. I lower my head in a bow. Oh, come to think of it, you're right. You shouldn't be running down the hallways, you know? There are people like me spaced out while looking down at the courtyard. Yes, I'll be more careful. Are you alright, senpai? Yes. Ugh. Ugh. I only fell. It's because you ran into the wall while trying to avoid hitting me, Tanaka. Really? No wonder I'm seeing stars. I'm not gonna get off with just a bump after running into a wall like that. Sorry about that, but spacing out in the hallway is also dangerous, senpai. Yes, I'll be more careful. Senpai smiles and nods. It's an honest smile. Excuse me, I'd best be going. Beating the dust off my hands, I began walking towards the office. But the older student continues to watch me through her glasses. Wait, just who is she? I was distracted because I ran into her, but come to think of it, she's beautiful. If she's this beautiful, the male students would be talking about a third-year beauty wearing glasses. Yeah. Man, it looks too much like MASH in the remake. I'm actually kind of mad that they changed your look from this to just a MASH lookalike. I wanna yeah, she just looks like a blue MASH. I kind of don't like it, but also like it. She's really cute. Anyways, I'm going now. You should go back to your classroom now. Classroom too, senpai. Oh, if you're in any pain, please come to my classroom. I'm Tono from second year, third class. I'll take responsibility. She nods. Even though she's older than me, it's like dealing with someone younger. Alright. If anything happens, I'll come to your classroom at lunchtime. Remember, Shiki-kun, you mustn't run in the hallways. Okay, but you shouldn't space out in the hallways either, senpai. With that, I wave my hand and leave. Wait, Shiki-kun, I haven't told her my first name. Come to think of it, did she use my name earlier too? Huh? Have I met you before, senpai? Huh? Huh? Senpai cries out in surprise and mischievously puts on a depressed face. You're terrible, Tano-kun. You've forgotten about me? You've forgotten about me? Huh? Forgotten? No, I didn't forget it. I don't think so. If I ever got myself involved with a beautiful woman like her, there'd be no way I'd forget. She looks up at me reproachfully. Those eyes. I'm sure I remember from somewhere, don't I? Come to think of it, we exchanged greetings once or twice before, didn't we? CL-senpai, right? I say your name apprehensively. Yes, I'm glad you remember. You seem the type to space out and forget, Tano-kun. I don't think I space out, but there's nothing I can do about the fact that I forgot. Well then, goodbye. Let's meet again at lunchtime. CL-senpai bows again. I watch her walk down the hallway. Oh. Alright. Now what to do for lunch? Let's go to the hallway. The hall during lunchtime is packed. Students head to the cafeteria or to their favorite places, lunches in hand. Caught in the flow of people, I contemplate whether I should go to the cafeteria or the store. I'm taken back. I'm taken aback by my own leisure. If I have time to waste here, it'd be better if I go to the cafeteria where Akihiko is. Almost all of the seats in the cafeteria are taken. As I space out in the hallway, empty seats are pretty much non-existent at this point. Are there any empty seats? If I cast my gaze over the crowded cafeteria, there shouldn't be any spare seats this late, but I decided to check the tables out anyway. Oh, I'm surprised. No, I'm astounded. But there, plain as day, is a table with not two, not even three, but 4 unoccupied seats. There are 2 students sitting at the table, and it seems like one of them noticed me during my efforts to locate a seat. Yo, Tono! The student vigorously waving his hand is my dear classmate with the dyed orange hair. My head hurts. But there isn't anywhere else to sit, so I have no choice but to return the wave and walk towards the table where my friend is sitting. An unexpected person is sitting at the table with him. CL-senpai? Oh, if it isn't Tono-kun. We pointed at each other simultaneously. Yo, Tono! Hey, wait, senpai, do you know Tono? Yes, I've met him once today already. We bumped into each other with a bang today, didn't we, Tono-kun? Oh, yes. Sorry about that. I lower my head in apology. Not at all. I'm also sorry for spacing out like that. You're a serious person, aren't you, Tono-kun? Serious? No, not really. Smiling, Senpai gives a satisfied nod. How should I say this? Senpai has a unique atmosphere around her. But it's sure surprising that Tono-kun and Inui-kun know each other. Could it be that you two were in the same class? That's right. Me and Tono are more than casual acquaintances. We've been in the same class since our first year, and we've been inseparable best friends since middle school. Best friend strikes the table with a bang for emphasis. Ah! Ow, my hand. Is he just me, or is he more hybrid than usual? Come on, best friend, sit down. If you just keep standing there vacantly, your chikura the udon is going to get stale. Hurry up and sit down, and let me hear all about how you got to know Senpai. Arihiko slaps my back cheerfully. While I really have no story like Arihiko might be hoping for, there are no other seats available. Reluctantly, I take a seat next to him. It seems Arihiko is close to Senpai. In contrast with me, who's only met her a few times, he's able to talk to her quite casually. By the way, Senpai, you said you ran into Tono. What happened? Yes, I bumped into Tono-kun between classes. I wasn't hurt, but Tono-kun bumped his head. I wouldn't have thought Tono would do something as clumsy as that. This guy may look spaced out, but he's actually an unbelievably short guy. He doesn't like to depend on others, and he hates causing trouble for others. Oh, I also got that impression. He was only concerned about me when I ran into each other, and he apologized to me just now, too. See? That's the kind of guy he is, so he doesn't make those kinds of mistakes. Could it be that your anemia is acting up again? Arihiko's voice shows a serious concern for my physical health. No, it's not that. I was running to the office to deal with some details for my moving. That's when I ran into Senpai. A second, need some water. Really? Well, I thought you became careless because you were depressed over the move. Arihiko folds his arms and nods to himself in agreement. And then... Tono-kun, are you changing schools? Senpai exclaims them almost hysterically. Not changing schools, Senpai. I'm just changing my place of residence, so I filled paperwork for a change of address. So that means you're going to be living alone? No, I'm just going back to my real home. That's that famous place on top of the hill. I still can't quite believe it yet. Oh, could that possibly be the Tono-san mansion? Senpai asks with some hesitation. The western-style house on top of the hill is probably seen as something special to the residents of this town. I haven't been there for 8 years, but even in my memories, the Tono mansion was ridiculously large. Yeah, that's right. I don't think it's the right place for me either, but it's too late now that I'm moving. Done moving. You don't seem too happy about it. It's not a particularly good or bad thing. I don't really understand it myself. Well, even if it is your house, it's been 8 years, right? I can understand if you're feeling restless. They probably feel like someone else's house for a while. I wonder if that's so. I haven't gone back yet, so I don't know yet. Well, I'm a bit relaxed since I've always got a refuge at your place. Listen to you, I'm not impressed with how you come to stay at my house every time. Listen, you, I'm not impressed with how you come to stay at my house every time something bad happens. I like your personality trait of not standing out, but I've hated how you're always way too reserved for a long time now. Adhiko strikes the table with the bang again. Ow! God. Well, everything Adhiko said is true, but there's no way to fight back. Inui-kun, does Tono-kun really stay at your house that often? Yeah, he does. That damn Tono is too reserved toward his parents, and he would come to my place every long vacation. He's reserved towards them cause they're taking care of him. That's why he comes over to my place, where we conveniently have an empty house. Empty room. Not an empty house. God. What an empty house. Does Inui just have a fucking empty ass house just in the background? Wait, no. I'm imagining now Inui just goes to the backyard and sends to the shed. No, even worse. Just goes to the doghouse. It was like, hey Shiki, we got an empty spot right here. A good empty room for a guest. Here you go. Inui, this is a doghouse. Yeah, what do you think my name's Inui? Huh? What do you think we are? Just living like normal human beings? No, we live like real dogs with real dog houses in the backyard. Now go live in your doghouse guest room, bitch. Anyways, get back to the story. Since he looks pretty decent, my sister took a liking to him, and he shamelessly comes to stay with us without paying a cent. Ariko's fist trembles as if to say unforgivable. Yuna-san! Nani o surrender! Sorry. Taking care of Tono-kun? Ah. Adihiko clamps a hand over his mouth. Oh. Sorry. I should have thought before I spoke. It's okay. You didn't say anything bad. I continued to eat my chicken udon without looking at Adihiko. Really? Yeah, you're right. If you complain about that, you'll be in for some punishment. Adihiko nods to himself in agreement. His overwhelming optimism is something I am truly envious of. Tono-kun, did you not get along with your previous family? No, that's not it. This guy had no problem with the Arimas. But the Arimas were the family who took care of him. They're really nice people, and from what I could see, they're a happy family. Even so, he refused to be their adopted child, and he escaped to my place for vacation. Sheesh. Just what were you not satisfied with anyway? There's nothing I wasn't satisfied about. It's just that I've received so much from them already. I didn't want to be a further burden on them. Senpai drops her shoulders and falls silent. It looks like she's sorry for asking about my family situation. It's okay, Senpai. Sorry for making you listen to something so boring. Not at all. I'm sorry for asking you something so strange, too. Senpai forces herself to look cheerful. The topic might be fine for a long-time friend like Adihiko, but a complex matter like this would only be troublesome for Senpai. And to prove my point, Senpai sits there uneasily. Listen, Senpai. I finished eating, so I'll be leaving now. I'm really sorry. Senpai lowers her head in a quick bow and leaves her seat. Only me and Adihiko remain at the table. Sorry. You were finally able to eat with just the two of you, but they got in the way. Don't worry about it. That was my fault for not paying attention. I thought it was bad for Senpai, actually. Yeah. Adihiko slurps away at his udon. It looks like it's gotten cold while we were talking. Well, that was convenient for us anyways. I've got something to talk to you about in private, so it was lucky that Senpai left first. What's wrong? Getting all serious all of a sudden. Yeah. Didn't hear that, right? I'll tell you now, I don't have any money. From today onwards, I'm going to be living life as a penniless youth. It's not that, damn it. What I want to know is this. What's really going on with you, Tono? What do you mean? You've been at the Arima since primary school, right? I don't know why, but it's been 8 years already. Your dad has basically disinherited you. Why is he calling you back all of a sudden? I see. In his own way, he is worried about me. He didn't disinherit me. He just kicked me out of the house for some reason. Tono-kun, if there ever is a house that kicks your child out of their house, for some reason, that's not a tragedy, it's a comedy. Oh, it's a party joke, but it's so boring, it's not funny. Adihiko spreads his arms and shrugs. Yeah, I guess you're right. If you get kicked out of the house, all you can really do is laugh. And then he said some cliche line like, never step foot in this house again or something, right? That's what people would call disinheritance. Come to think of it, I've never heard why you were disinherited. Who knows? Want to know? I want to know why you were just like kicked out of the house. Come on, man. Oh, you don't know either? Okay. That's something I'd like to know too. Well, if you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. Grabbing his bowl with both hands, Arihiko drains his cold udon soup. Lunchtime is short. Following Arihiko, I decide to quickly eat my own chikara udon. The last class of the day ends. Alright, I think another choice is coming up. I don't feel like going to the mansion right away, so I just blankly stare out the window overlooking the school grounds. The classroom is dyed orange by the sunset. It's like red watercolor paint, and it hurts my eyes. I don't like red. It feels like it soaks deep in the back of my eyes and I want to throw up. It seems I am weak against things that resemble blood. I should say I'm weak against blood itself. "8 years ago, I had a near-death experience. I was in an accident where I was injured in the chest, and I feel that I teetered life between life and death for 8 days. I should have died instantly, but miraculously, I survived. Maybe it's because of the great medical treatment. However, the injuries were so severe that I don't even remember the accident. "8 years ago, when I was a child, I felt a thud pass right through the middle of my chest. Then I passed out. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. All I could remember afterwards was the pain and the cold. I don't remember much of the accident, but even today, the scar on my chest remains. I guess numerous fragments of glass pierced my chest, leaving burn-like scars there and in my back. Actually, I was quite surprised at being saved. Ever since then, I frequently collapse from an anemia-like dizziness, cause a lot of trouble for others." Oh, so that anemia thing wasn't a joke. It was a legit thing that like he suffers from. Huh. Maybe that's why my old man believed I was unfit to be heir to the Tono household and trusted me out to their relatives. A wound in my chest, huh? A huge scar in the middle of my chest, hidden from view by my uniform. Now that I think about it, after the accident was when I started to see those lines. I'm able to forget them thanks to classes that Sensei gave me. But I think I would have completely gone mad if I had never met her. Keiko-san, the person who had been my mother up until now, said when I left at the Tono house wasn't normal. No problem. Not a normal person myself. Adjusting my crooked glasses, I pick up my bag. I can't stay in the classroom forever. Really wondering where that choice is. Oh. Why not stay a little longer for, like, at school? As soon as I step out into the hallway, I run into a familiar face. Huh? What's up, senpai? Do you have some business here at the second year classrooms? Yes. Business with a second year student, to be precise. Ciel senpai approaches with a smile. Listen, I have some nice snacks here, but no one to talk to. It would be a waste to eat them all by myself. So I came to catch an idle-looking person to talk to. Hmm? Someone to talk to? But there's no one left in the classroom. It's the same with all the other classes, too. You don't usually come to the second-year classrooms anyway, do you? You're on the lower floor, right? And if she wanted someone to talk to, aren't there plenty of third-year classmates she could talk to? Dude, how fucking dense are you right now? She's obviously wanting to, like, hit up on you right now. Like, it's so obvious. She wants to talk to you and, like, she wants to hang out with you and, like go have a little snacky date, you know? She really didn't need to come all the way up here. All the way up here. Shouldn't you think about asking your third-year classmates? Conversation would probably be better. Yes, but today, I'm in the mood to talk to the younger guys. Ooh, ooh. Hey, yo, what? Hey, hey, yo, what? What? Huh? Ooh, ooh. Oh, senpai. Oh my. Okay, let me, let's get back to this. Please don't ask for a reason. It's just an OM. Well, I won't ask. I probably wouldn't be able to understand even if she told me. Senpai's smile disappears as she stares into my face. Are you free right now, Tonokun? Well, if having nothing to do means I'm free, then I'm definitely free. Senpai grabs hold of my sleeve. Well then, you are now caught. Let's go have some tea. Senpai invites me with a smile. There's no reason for me to decline the offer, and besides, it should be fun talking with Senpai. Sure, I'll come along, if it's okay with you. Then it's decided. Alright, let's go. Still holding my sleeve, she begins walking down the hall with the light gate. Okay, I know I said I wanted to do the arcade arc, but like, with Senpai, she's kinda like this. I kinda like what's going on with Senpai here. Wow, our school has a room like this? Could it be for the tea ceremony club? Yes, it's the tea ceremony club's room for now. It seems like it hasn't been used up until I came through. Until I came, though. Senpai steps onto the tatami mat and starts preparations with a rattling sound. A club room, huh? If that's the case, won't the other club members be coming? It'd be bad for an outsider like me to be here, right, Senpai? It's okay. It may be the tea ceremony club, but there aren't any other members except for me. Thanks to that, I can use it freely during break time and after school. Here we go. Smiling, Senpai begins spreading the cushions. Tea is tea, but it looks like this is really going to be a serious tea ceremony. To be honest, I'm a bit overwhelmed. Uh, Senpai, I don't have the slightest clue what to do. What are you talking about? I only know up to the pouring bit myself. With that blunt reply, Senpai put a teapot, some cups, and some tea cakes onto a plate. We are just going to have a casual conversation, so there's no need to be so formal. It isn't any fun that way, is it? Smiling softly, Senpai pours tea into her own cup. I just don't get you, Senpai. Mumbling, I pour my own tea. I slurp some. Baking up the tea cake and putting it in my mouth, I sip again to the tea. I was never involved with it, but the Arma family is a prominent tea ceremony family. Being raised in a household like that, I'm used to drinking tea and not doing doing nothing. God. Senpai looks at me with a somewhat troubled expression. What's wrong, Senpai? You look a bit unhappy. Huh? Oh, I was just a little surprised at how calm you were about all of this, Tono-kun. Really? Well, my family's a strict one, so I'm used to these kinds of things. Senpai, didn't you have something you wanted to talk to me about? Yes. I haven't thanked you for this morning yet, so I thought I'd take care of you for a bit like this. Senpai makes her incredulous statement with a soft smile. Take care of me? That's not how you use the phrase take care in Japanese, Senpai. Oh, really? You mean people don't say taking care when they're showing someone hospitality in order to thank them? No, they don't. I don't think it's a mistake, exactly, but it's not quite right either. Hmm. These manners-related phrases sure are difficult, aren't they? I suppose I shouldn't try to use them if I'm not familiar with them. Senpai laughs embarrassedly. No, not at all. They say manners come from the heart, after all. As long as you have the right feelings, it's just a trivial error. Senpai's eyes snap in my direction as she stares at me. Her gaze is so serious, I feel like I just became some kind of rare animal in the zoo. Senpai? Did I just say something rude? Senpai continues to stare at me. Senpai? Senpai? What, what, what were you doing to bed, Senpai? Huh? I don't like where this is going, Senpai. For some reason I feel incredibly embarrassed. What? It really does suit you well, Tono-kun. What? Being younger yet calmer than me. You're impertinent. Senpai glares at me. I don't understand how her mind works at all. I'm sorry. It was kind of arrogant for me to speak like that. Yes, it was so impertinent I was moved. She lowers her shoulders with a sigh and she sips her tea. I've become curious about you, Tono-kun. Please, talk to me. It can be about anything. Senpai straightens her posture with an attitude like a teacher looking at her student. It doesn't seem like I can refuse. Well, okay, but it's not going to be very interesting if we're just going to talk about me, Senpai. Senpai responds with a smile. I've got no choice. It's not like me, but I suppose I'll talk to her about school. In the end, Senpai was happy to listen no matter what I talked to her about. It was surprising to see her get so worked up when we were talking about middle school. Apparently, Senpai had never been on a school trip. That sounds nice. Everyone going on a trip together, she said, her eyes twinkling. It was quite an impressive sight. At any rate, I held a one-sided conversation for an hour, but it made me rather tired. With Senpai's permission, I decided to head home. Okay. So this is a different path now. Leave here. I walk along a different path than the one I usually take. Passing through unfamiliar streets, I slowly approach the Tono mansion. The surroundings are not completely unfamiliar. After all, I lived here until I was 9 years old, 8 years ago. This is not the first time I have taken this path back to the mansion. My feelings are a little complex. The path home is nostalgic yet fresh. Up until just now, I had not looked forward to returning to the Tono household. Now it doesn't seem so bad. The house I lived in until I was 9 years old. Right now, my sister Akiha is in that utterly un-Japanese Western-style mansion. Tono Makihisa, my old man who hated me, and the master of the Tono household, died a few days ago. Oh, okay. My mother died from illness after Akiha was born, so the Tonos had dwindled down to me and my sister. Being the eldest son, you would think I would stand to become the Tono heir, but I have no such privilege. To become the Tono heir means being bound by a strict upbringing. I have lost count of the number of times my father scolded me over my dislike of not being able to live freely. That was when I got involved in an accident. My body became weakened. My father saw it as a good opportunity to get rid of me. His reasoning was something made along the lines of someone who could die any moment can't become the heir, even if he is the eldest son. Sadly for my father, I betrayed his expectations by making a recovery, but my sister, Akiya, was already deemed to be the heir to the Tono household. And so I've heard that Akiha, who was already being raised harshly in order to become a proper daughter of the Tono household, receives an even harsher upbringing than since then. That was a long time ago. I played with Akiha in the mansion back when my accident. After that, I never saw her again. Apparently, Akiha tried to visit me a few times when I was first entrusted to the Armas. Unfortunately, we were never able to meet because I had to go to the hospital every day. We completely lost contact after Akiha went to a boarding school. Unlike Akiha, I am isolated from the main family. That's why I can live freely like this. My high school is just an average high school, and our chance of contact was pretty much zero. My old man died, and I received word telling me to come back. To be blunt, I had no intention whatsoever of returning to the Tono household. But Akiha is at that house. Aww, Akiha. When we were children, Akiha was an obedient child, always looking frightened, as if she were constantly enduring something. She would always follow close behind, her footsteps pattering behind me. She was frail, and her long black hair and fancy Western clothes made her resemble a French doll. I am worried about her living alone in that big mansion with the old man gone. But more than anything, I feel guilty after pushing all the Tono family responsibilities on her and selfishly living a free life by myself. Yeah, this is the source material for uh Melty Blood, Tsukihime, starting back in like 2001, I think. Yeah, it's a really old one. Also, it has a lot of lewd scenes in it, so I really got to make sure I could like get like a censor for that. But it's really early right now, so like we aren't seeing those stuff right now. Anyways, but more than anything, I feel guilty after pushing all the Tono family responsibilities on her and selfishly living a free life by myself. Perhaps my acceptance to return to the mansion is like my apology to Akiha. The Tono mansion is unnecessarily big. Surrounded by iron railings, you can see the entire lot is abnormally expansive, being so large that a whole elementary school could fit inside. The garden, surrounded by trees, is more like a forest. The mansion is at the heart of that forest. There are a few other buildings separated from it. I didn't think anything of it when I was a child, but now that I have lived in an ordinary household for 8 years, the excessive size feels almost criminal. The gates aren't locked. I push them open and head towards the mansion doors. They tower oppressively, bearing down on any visitors. Beside the iron double doors is an unmatching doorbell. Alright. Shaking off my nervousness, I press it. There isn't any affectionate ding-dong chime from the doorbell. I guess it would be like, ding-dong. The oppressive silence continues for a few seconds. Then the sound of pattering footsteps behind the door indicates someone's presence. We've been waiting for you. Door opens with a creak. Inside the little lobby I remembered, and a young girl in an apron. Thank goodness. You're so late I was beginning to worry that you had gotten lost. I was thinking about going out to meet you, if you hadn't arrived by sunset. The girl in the anachronistic apron smiles warmly. No, that's, I'm so taken aback by your outdated mode of dress that I can't even form a proper sentence. Yeah, I think this is like a 1940s outfit, right? Yeah. Perhaps attributing my hesitance to distrust, the girl tilts her head a little. You're Shiki-sama, aren't you? Yeah. But you don't have to call me Sama. You are, right? Oh, please, don't scare me like that. I was beginning to think I had made another mistake back there. The girl's mannerisms are like those of a mother scolding her child. But in spite of that, there's a smile on her face that doesn't break the warm feeling of her. She wears an apron over her kimono. She comes out to greet guests and dresses someone like me with Sama. This must mean that she's... Wait. Um, uh, are you one of the maids here by any chance? The girl answers my question with nothing but a smile. Come, must be tired. Please do come in. Akiya-sama is waiting for you in the sitting room. The girl quickly crosses the lobby and heads towards the sitting room. Turning back as if she just remembered something, she makes a bow, a full smile on her face. Welcome home, Shiki-sama. Her greeting is accompanied by her flower-like smile. I can't think of any reply, so I just follow her hesitatingly. Guided by the girl, I head to the sitting room. It's as if I'm seeing it for the first time. I don't know if I've forgotten about it in the last 8 years or they had refurbished since then. Either way, it feels like someone else's house now. That's unsettling. As I'm looking around the sitting room, the maid in the apron lowers her head in a quick bow. I brought Shiki-sama with you. With me. Well done. You may return to the kitchen, Kohaku. Thank you. So her name's Kohaku. Seems that maid's name is Kohaku. Kohaku-san gives a small bow, as if to say farewell, and leaves the sitting room. This leaves me and two girls I don't recognize. Oh. It has been a long time, Nissan. I don't like saying I don't like saying Japanese words in this. I feel like a total weeb. And then I'm reading fan subs from early 2000s. No, it really does. You are my Nakama. God. You are my Nakama, Nissan. Okay. I'm not gonna say Nissan. Not that much of a weeb. I'll call him brother. Brother. No. Anyways. It has been a long time, brother. Says the girl with the long black hair and sharp eyes. All my thought processes stop at once. My mind goes blank and I can't think of any words of greeting. All I can do is nod with a yeah. I don't think it can be helped. This Akiha that I had not seen in 8 years is not the Akiha I remember. She's completely transformed into a proper young lady of a noble family. Brother? The black-haired girl tilts her head slightly. Pathetically, all I can say are dumb-sounding things. My mind is turning in somersaults as I try to recognize the girl before me as Akiha, but it seems like Akiha already recognizes me as her brother. You do not look well. Would you like to rest before we talk? Akiha throws a sharp glance in my direction. Is it just me or is it just my imagination that she looks like she's in a bad mood? I think that's just her resting bitch face, dude. No, I'm alright. I was just surprised at how much you've changed, Akiha. People do change over the course of 8 years, brother. We were in the age of change. Or did you think we would remain as we were forever? What is this? I can feel the thorns in Akiha's words. No, you've definitely changed, Akiha. You've become more beautiful than before. That isn't flattery. That's how I really feel. And indeed. But you, on the other hand, have not changed much at all. Akiha answers coldly, her eyes closed. Well, I came prepared for something like this. It is as I had thought. It seems Akiha does not think well of me. If you are feeling well, let us finish our conversation. You have yet to hear the details about why we were called back here, brother. I've heard nothing more than a sudden comeback to the mansion, though I found out the old man passed away in the papers. If the head of a major company dies, it definitely makes it into the financial papers. Word of Tonomaki Hisa's death reached his son, Tonoshiki, via the newspaper after the funeral. Even though his relatives hadn't told him, this disinherited son could pick up the news of his father's death merely by buying a 100 yen newspaper. It might be cynical of me to say so, but the world has certainly become a convenient place. I am sorry. It was my fault that you did not get the news about father. Akiha quietly lowers her head. It's alright. Either way, it's not like he would come back from the dead if I went. It's not something you should be worried about. I'm sorry. It is somewhat comforting to hear you say that. Akia's face is serious, but this is not a topic I care much about. A funeral is a ceremony for those who cannot let go of their feelings for the deceased to achieve such detachment. For someone like me, who cut off such feelings a long time ago, there is no need. Calling you back here was my idea. It would be odd for the eldest son of the Tonos to be entrusted to the Armas forever. Now that father has passed away, the only Tonos by blood are you and I, brother. I don't know what father was thinking when he trusted you to the Armas, but he's no longer with us, so there's no longer any need for you to live with him. That is why I had you come back here. That's all well and good, but I'm quite surprised you were able to get our relatives to agree to this. Wasn't it they who came up with the idea of leaving me with the Armas in the first place? That may be so, but now I am the head of the Tono family. I declined every one of the proposals from my relatives. I would like you to continue living here, brother, but this is a place with rules. You will avoid living the overly casual lifestyle you've been leading up to until now. I'm afraid that isn't going to happen, Akia. There's no way I can go back to being some well-mannered gentleman now. Not that I want to. I will not ask more of you, but do try to. Are you saying you are unable to do what I already have? Akia shoots me a cold look. It feels like she's hitting me with their grudge against me for leaving her here for the last 8 years. Alright. I get it. I'll try my best. Akia just stares at me as though she doesn't quite believe me. You do not need to try as long as you get the results. Her poise is dignified, words merciless. Let's get back to the topic. Right now, you and I are the only ones living here. I do not care for having too many people around, so I cleared everyone out. Eh? Hold on for a second, Akia. You cleared everyone out? You wouldn't want to run into one of our relatives in a mansion, would you, brother? I have put off most of the servants, but there are enough for you and I, so there are no problems. Wait, no problems? You're going to get attacked at our family meeting if you do something like that. Oh, please be quiet. Rather than have the mansion overflowing with people, wouldn't you feel more relaxed with just the two of us here? This is sort of subtle, but I feel like she's trying to hit on her brother in a way, trying to set up a situation where oh, big brother, oh, it's just the two of us, just me, you, and the two maids that are all just laying around at the side here. Oh, what to do? Oh, big brother, I don't know. It's an early 2000s visual novel. It's definitely gonna have an incest weird. I believe there was one that I saw on the graphics with Akia. I don't know how it's gonna lead up to that. Anyways, I'm not getting into that. Well, it's true that I would feel relaxed, but you've only just became head of the family, Akia. If you go around abusing your powers like some kind of dictator, our relatives are not going to keep quiet. Even the old man didn't go against their opinions. Indeed. That's why father entrusted you to the Armas. I, on the other hand, have despised them ever since I was a child. I am not going to put up with their whining any longer. I'm not going to put up with... Look, Akia. Oh, this is definitely one of the earlier concepts of the Tsundere. Before it got popularized with Fate Stay Night, right? With Rin. Oof. Look, Oh my god, she's doing that. She's doing the freaking pout. Oh my god. She is a Cinderella. Enough. Just listen. You don't have to worry about me. Please just worry about your own life from now on, brother. You can see it's going to be difficult for you in many ways. Akira says sullenly, looking away a little. Is one of little sister Cinderella. Oh my god. Oh man. Now then, if there's anything you don't understand, ask her, Hisui. Looks at the girl standing by her side. The girl called Hisui bows expressionlessly. This is Hisui. She will be your personal maid from now on. Is that acceptable? Oh, huh? Hold on. A personal maid? You mean... In other words, she's your servant. Are you my master? No. It's too early for that. Akira declares as if it were obvious. I can't believe it. Fitting with the western style of the house, the girl in the maid outfit stands there, as if it is natural to do so. Hold on. I'm not a kid, you know? I don't need a servant. I can take care of myself. Would that include cooking and the laundry? Akira is pretty sharp at pointing these things out. At any rate, now that you've returned to the house, you will obey my directions. I don't know how you lived at the Arima house, but you're living at the Tono house now. Please accept everything given to you. I can't say anything. My eyes drift towards Hisui. As expected, she simply looks back at me, expressionlessly, like a doll. Well then, Hisui, please show brother to his room. Yes, my lady. Hisui approaches me with a shadow-like lack of presence. I will guide you to your room, Chiki-sama. Hisui heads towards the lobby. Sighing, I head off towards the lobby as well. We enter the lobby. This mansion is split into east and west wings with the lobby in the middle. The lobby is like the body of a bird whose wings are the halls, extending diagonally to the east and west. Each wing is about the size of a small hospital. I remember the house is constructed symmetrically, so both the east and the west wings have the same floor plan. Your room is this way, Shiki-sama. Hisui climbs up a flight of stairs. It seems like my room is on the second floor. Come to think of it, the servant's room should be on the first floor of the west wing, so that's probably where Hisui and Kohaku-san's rooms are. Outside, the sun is already set. The girl in the maid outfit walks down the long, dimly lit hallway, without a word. It kind of feels like a wonderland. Without thinking, I let my thoughts slip out. Did you say something, Shiki-sama? I'm just gonna say Master Shiki. This is stupid. Shiki-sama. Master Shiki. Hisui stops and looks back at me. No, I'm just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. After staring at me, Hisui bows and starts walking again. Okay. I guess this is what they call being at a loss for words. The room Hisui led me to is not one made for a mere high school student to live in. Is this my room? This looks really trash. This bed, freaking room, looks trash as hell. Like a motel level bedroom. God, what kind of fucking bedsheet is this? Fucking bed looks gross. I don't want to fucking sleep in there. Gross. I guess I use a lot of stock images for this stuff, so. Yes. If you are displeased with it, I can arrange a different one for you. Yes, please, Hisui. Give me a better room. I wonder what like Akia's room looks like. It's probably better than this. God. No, there's no way I could be displeased with it. It's just a little no, really too fancy. How is this fancy? What the fuck were you living in? Like cheeky god. This looks trash. I've probably paid like maybe like $100 just to stay there for a night at a motel. Ugh. Yeah. Masashiki. It's fine. I'll gladly use this room. Yes, this room has not been touched since 8 years ago, so I do not believe you will find anything unsatisfactory with it. Is are you saying it's his room? There's something a little odd about the way Hisui said that. It's as if she was implying this was once my room. This lame ass room is his? Ew! Gross! What kind of fucking kid lives like this? Damn, bitch, you live like this? Hey, is this by any chance my old room? That is what I have been told. Am I mistaken? Yusui inclines her head to the side slightly. I feel relieved. What do you mean? Seems this girl can express emotion after all. Yeah, she did look cute like that. Well, it might be, now that you mention it. I do remember it faintly, so it must be so. Dude, I feel like you're getting gaslit. What kind of fucking room is this? He's gaslighting you! Ask for a better room! Not like this! uh, I guess that's what it's like after you leave a place for 8 years. Don't, are you really gonna live in a place you haven't slept in since you were 9 years old? Gross. You can't get settled here, though. I was living in a 6.5 mat sized room until this morning. It's like I'm staying in some high class hotel. Dude, what? What kind of fucking shit is this? Oh my god. I'm betting that remake like definitely fixed the backgrounds for this. So like I really like wish they like localized Tsukihime and the Switch because like I'm having a hard time imagining this being like a 5-star quality hotel room of sorts. God. Oh my god. Oh man. Anyways, give me a second. I'm getting drink. Oh my god. Okay. I understand how you feel, but please try to get used to it. From today onwards, you are the oldest son in the Tono house. Lord Shiki, Master Shiki, whatever. Master Shiki, you're right. Got to do my best so I at least look like it on the outside. With a thump, I drop my bag on the table and stretch my back. Ah, my neck. Okay. I've been feeling a little stressed out with everything that's happened so far, but I guess I've got no choice but to adjust from today onwards. Lord Shiki, all your luggage has been brought out. Is there anything more you require? No, not really. Why do you ask? There was very little delivered. If there is anything you need, I can have it prepared, so please do not hesitate to ask. I see. No, I don't need anything more for now. I didn't have much luggage to begin with. My luggage is just this bag, these glasses, and textbooks in my bag, and that white ribbon with an unidentified owner. White ribbon? What the? That's all. Anyways, you don't have to worry about the luggage. This fancy room is more than enough for me. I understand. Well then, I shall come to call you in an hour's time. An hour? For dinner, you mean? For dinner, you mean? Yes. Please relax until then. As expected, Hisui says everything with an expressionless face. But even if she tells me to relax, just how am I supposed to do that here? The clock says 6 o'clock. Not for me, though. Usually, I'd be watching TV in the sitting room around this time, but I'm having serious doubts as to whether there's any such things in this mansion. Hisui, I know it's kind of a trivial thing to ask about, but is there a TV in this mansion? A television? Hisui's eyes narrow slightly. I know I'm the one who asked, but it really is a stupid question. I feel like there's something wrong with asking about the presence of a TV in a luxurious room like this. Mansion. Hisui makes a rare troubled face and stares off into space. There is no television in the sitting room. Some of the visitors did make use of one. Some of the visitors make use of one, but when they departed, they packed it up with their luggage and took it back with them. So I do not believe there are any remaining. Hold on. Visitors? Like who? For how long? Relatives. The eldest son of the Tsukihime, the Master Tsukihime from a branch of the family, Master Tosaki's third daughter and her fiancé, and Kishima-sama's eldest son came to stay for close to 3 years. 3 years, huh? The other family stayed in this place, huh? Usually that's what you'd call freeloaders, not visitors. Hisui does not reply. No matter what kind of people these freeloaders were, it seems like servants can't say anything bad about them. Well, at any rate, it seems like those relatives had brought and taken back their own luggage with them. My old man hated the products of modern culture, thinking them all vulgar. There was no way he would ever watch a TV. Akia, who had been educated by him for the last 8 years, would probably be the same. Well, it's not like I'll die without one. Hisui is silent. Like a perfect example for servants, Hisui says nothing unless she is being asked a different question. This is, of course, kind of depressing for me. I want to make that expressionless face break into a smile somehow, but that seems impossible with just any old, half-hearted effort. Oh, there was a library on the first floor of the West Wing, wasn't there? Maybe I'll go find something to read when I have some free time. Hisui does not reply. She just stands there in the doorway. I can't even tell her where she's looking. Hisui? Hisui doesn't say a word. Suddenly, she looks straight at me. I believe there is one in Sister's room. Huh? I have no idea what she's talking about. There's one of what? A television. I remember seeing one in Sister's room. Hisui says as if remembering something from many years ago. Hold on. Sister? Don't tell me you're talking about Kohaku. Yes. Right now, the only people working at this mansion are her sister and I. Now that she mentions it, they do look alike. It's very obvious with the red hair, dude. And like the fact that they're both servants in here. I just couldn't connect them as sisters because Kohaku is always smiling so warmly, and Hisui is always expressionless. I see. Kohaku does look like the type of person who watched those variety shows. But I balk at going at Kohaku's room to tell her, let me watch your TV. Sorry, just forget I ever asked. After all, I'll be living here from now on, so I've got to follow the rules of the mansion. God knows what sort of cynical comment I'd be in. or from Akira if I started watching television. It seems I'll be leading a scholarly student life fit for a member of the Tono family from now on. Alright? I'll be in my room until dinner. So just come and call me when it's time. We've got other things to do, don't you, Hisui? Hisui nods in assent and turns around. Silently opening the door, she leaves the room. Dinner takes place with Akira and I, being face to face. Okay. Just wanted to check how the OBS looks. Looks nice. Probably need to make this chat bigger, but we'll figure that out afterwards. I guess it's natural here, as Hisui and Kohaku did not eat with us, standing behind us to tend to our needs. I thought it would be natural if all four of us ate together, so you could say I am caught off guard with this inexplicably tense dinner. I should mention at this point that I've totally forgotten anything related to table manners by now. Well, I do remember little pieces, so it's not like I'm a complete amateur, but humans tend to pack away unused memories into the corners of the mind. The tension was actually quite thrilling, with every one of my movements causing Akira to raise an eyebrow. Wait, what? Okay. When I think about how I'll have to go through this every day, though, it's really depressing. Finishing dinner, I return to my room. It's still only just past 8 at night. It's too early to sleep, so what should I do? Ah, no! No! Ah, no! Ah! I didn't know there was gonna be a choice here. Like, I'm gonna go, like... Give me a sec, I'm gonna go choice, and then I'll go reload, and then, like, speed through everything. Give me a second. Cause, like, I wanna, like, have a good saving spot for this. How do I skip this? Give me a second. I'm gonna look for these shortcuts right now. Really need to have this, like, on the side. Yeah, it's skip. Fast forward until okay. S. Let me look. Okay. Good spot to save here. Alright. Now to choose. Kohaku or Akira? I'm definitely like this is definitely lead into like there's multiple final. Yes. So how Tsukihime works is that it is a visual novel type with multiple endings and multiple choices. And like Tsukihime and Fate's United are both like visual novel games made by Type Moon that feature multiple choices and multiple paths with like different endings and like different storylines. And also they're very infamous on leading into like bad endings at times. Tsukihime, from what I know, on the original features 5 endings, which include Arcade, CL, Akira, Hisui, and Kohaku. And then for Fate's Stay Night, there's only 3 routes, which basically like boil down to Saber, Rin, and Sakura, and they're all like adaptations like done in like anime form. Original Fate's Stay Night anime from 2006 covers the first route, Unlimited Blade Works covers the second route with Rin. And then Heaven's Field covers Sakura's route. So right now, I am trying to focus on like going into a proper order of things, which is doing like one ending first before the rest. So what I need to focus on right now is either getting Arcade or CL's ending first before focusing on like Akia, Kohaku, and Hisui's. So right now, let's just focus on staying by myself. I think right now, like, I'm leaning towards CL, like, because I've been spending like a lot more time with her so far. We haven't even met Arcade yet, so yeah, I'm gonna stay by my side. Even though I'm really curious about like what's going on with Kohaku and Akia, I'll have to deal with that like in the future. So yeah. I guess I'll just stay in my room and do nothing. Stressed from dinner, I loose my shoulders. I'm definitely gonna get like a bad ending. not bad ending, but like dead ends where I get killed. Because like this is one of those like games where like choose a wrong choice and like you get killed for it. I think there are like definite endings where on Fate Stay Night where I remember vividly where like if you mess up on a battle, I think Gilgamesh fucks Saber or something. I don't know. I think I'm remembering wrong. Maybe I think he does something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's like just something that happens. But the key terms over here, the keynotes, like recommend that like you don't look at the walkthrough, even though like they offer you like a proper walkthrough to go through. So right now I'm just doing this blindly, just walking through like whatever goes through right now. So yeah, if I get a bad ending, I just reload. It's fine. I stretch out as far as I can, then collapse onto the bed. And even dinner is hard work. How hard is it? Well, it's not like the knife and fork are really heavy. It's just that Akia's gaze is really severe. Are you there, Shiki-sama? I can hear Hisui's voice along with a knock at the door. Yeah, I'm here. Come in. Excuse me. Hisui enters with a bow. I have come to make the bed. You may not enjoy watching it, so would you mind relaxing in the sitting room for a while? No, I don't mind watching. Just watching your maid, like, do your bed? Okay. I'll just behave myself in the corner, so just go ahead and do your job without minding me. Mounting up from the bed, I move into a corner. Hisui looks like she wants to say something, but thinks better of it and silently begins to make the bed. Hisui. Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama? Oh, you can keep making the bed. There's no need for you to stand up so straight. Hisui doesn't answer. Seems like she's had a servant's education thrown into her. Please, just talk to me while you work. I'm beginning to feel bad because it seems like I'm interfering with your work. If you say so, Shiki-sama, then I will comply. Hisui silently returns to making the bed. Is it true that the curfew here is 7? Oh, okay. I guess we're focusing on Hisui right here. If this was the case, I would have liked to talk to Akia. Oh well. Oh, yes. The main gate is locked at 7, and all the entrances to the mansion are to be locked at 8. It is also ruled that one must try not to go walking around in the mansion after 10. 10? Not even walking around in the mansion? Well, I've got no complaint with that, but isn't that kind of harsh? Akia and I aren't children, so I don't think you have to go that far. Indeed. It really is a rule, however, so please abide by it. You are aware of the recent disturbances this night, are you not, Shiki-sama? Yeah, that vampire thing Arihiko was talking about. Well, as long as something like that is happening, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. Do you have any other questions? Hisui finishes spreading the sheets and turns around to face me. Let's see. Give me a second. I have all sorts of questions, but I know nothing about Hisui and Kohaku. Do you mind if I ask an off-topic question? Yes, what is it? I'd like to know what kind of work you and Kohaku do around here. I'm here to serve your needs, and my sister Kohaku is to serve the Lady Agia-sama. In our spare time, we do the maintenance chores around the mansion. Is there anything more you would like to know? To serve. So that's what it is after all. My shoulder suddenly feels heavier. It seemed completely unnatural to Agia when she said it, but I'm nothing more than a normal high school student. I have no interest in having a girl close to my age serving me, at least now. By serving me, you mean your personal servant? Yes. Please do not hesitate to ask anything of me. Well, I get it. Going by how Akia was talking about you, it doesn't seem like I can dismiss you, so I'll just obediently let you serve me. Is there anything in particular you would like? Nothing in particular, but could you stop calling me Shiki-sama? To be honest, I get chills down my back when I hear it. But Shiki-sama, you are my master. That's what I'm saying I hate. I've been living a normal life up until yesterday. I have no desire to start living a life where a girl my age addresses me with Sama. I see. Isuru's response was less than enthusiastic. Just call me Shiki, and in exchange I'll call you Hisui. Let's do away with the formalities and be more casual with each other. Still expressionless, Hisui lowers her eyebrows as if she's being troubled. Oh, but you are my employer. Ah, you're cute. Ah, no, don't do that. It'll make me fall for you. Anyways. It's not like I'm hiring you. You're the one doing the things I can't, so you're the great one. I see. Hisui gives another unenthusiastic reply. It looks like I won't be able to talk with her into in just one day. Anyhow, that's how it is. Don't be so formal towards me. I'll be grateful if you tell me that your sister Kawaku's son too. Very well, as you say, Lord Shiki. Shiki-sama, very inconsistent with this. Anyways, expressionless, Hisui bows her head. She completely failed to understand. I'll be leaving now. Please rest now for tonight. Bowing, Hisui puts her hand on a doorknob. Oh, I forgot to ask you something. Hold on for a second. Running towards the door, I put my hand on Hisui's shoulder before she leaves. In an instant, Hisui's arm pushes away my arm with incredible momentum. The whack! She slaps my hand away and leaps back. What the? Huh? Oh. Huh? Stop doing that! Stop showing your Moe side. What the fuck is this? Don't fucking make me love you, damn it. I'm not doing this. I'm trying to focus on other art, like roots right now. Anyways. It's so sudden that the only thing I can say. Isu is expressionless, but she glares at me fiercely. That's a cute glare, though. Did I just do something wrong? Don't stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop being cute! Stop being cute! I will not fall for your tricks, wench! Stop showing me emotions and make me go to your route. Stay in your lane. God. Anyways. Stick to the plan. Stick to the script. Don't fall for it, damn it. I don't- I- Why are you so cute? What the fuck? I'm very sorry. Isui's voice sounds very nervous. I'm not used to being touched. Please forgive me. Isui's shoulders are faintly trembling. I feel like I just did something really terrible. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize without thinking. I don't understand why myself. I just feel sorry for Hisui and I lower my head. Hisui says nothing. I get the feeling her stare is calm again. You have nothing to apologize for, Shigi-sama. I'm the one to blame. No, well, maybe, but I scratch my head. Hisui stares at me, pausing only to blink for a second. What is it you wanted to ask me, Shigi-sama? That's right. I stopped Hisui because I wanted to ask her something. I wanted to ask about Akiha. Doesn't she go to a boarding school? That was only during middle school, Shigi-sama. From this year onwards, Akiha-sama has special permission to attend school from home. You mean she goes to school from here? Yes, but it is uncommon for her to come home before dusk like today. Akiha-sama has practiced up until dinner, and she is always home before 7. Practice? Practice what? Today is Thursday, so she would have had violin practice. Huh? Usually she is able to return before dinner on weekdays, so if you have anything to say to Akiha-sama, please let sister know after dinner. Hisui bows to say goodbye and leaves the room. Violin practice. What on earth is that? It's practice with the violin, Shiki. Come on, man. How get with the fucking program, dude. So simple. She's not some upper class lady or anything, so why would she have to do something as bothersome as oh wait, she is an upper class lady. Yes, come to think of it, my sister, Tono Akiha, the natural born upper class lady. In my memories, she was always the obedient, ever uneasy sister, constantly following me around. As a child, she was always quiet, never having even the courage to express her own desires. She was a frail girl who would always live in fear of a scolding from her father. Yeah, people really do change after 8 years. After 8 years, I've become the me I am now. Akia has become the person she is right now, too. 8 years is a long time. It's half of our lives up until now. I was absent from this mansion during that vital period when a child becomes an adult. I'm sorry, Akia. I think things would have been better if I'd been here with her during those 8 years. I unknowingly mumble an apology. Alright, I think another choice is here. Left by my side, I lie on my bed. This house from 8 years ago, my blood relative from 8 years ago, it feels like a little like they belong to someone else. I wonder what's going to happen to me now. Grumbling to no one in particular, I fall asleep. I heard a wave-like sound of something's voice. Something is howling. It's too sharp and high-pitched to be a stray dog. It echoes in my eardrums. Is it howling at the moon? I need to stop. How long is this gonna go? Jeez, this doesn't feel right. The beastly howling is beginning to give me a headache. Oh! It doesn't stop. Shut the fuck up! Shut up already! I wake up. You hear the sound of a dog barking outside the window. Clock indicates that it just past 11. This is more than just a neighborhood nuisance. Damn, I can't sleep like this. The dog's howling comes from somewhere near the mansion's fence. Doesn't seem like I can go back to sleep at this rate. Even Akia and the others wouldn't be able to sleep with a racket like this. Since I'm the only man in the house, I guess I've got no choice but to go investigate. I think it's coming from the right side of the mansion. Okay. I open the curtains and check what's happening outside. And outside our room is a large tree. On one of the branches is a perched a blue crow. Oh! What the fuck? Yeah. That's creepy. In the dark night, I can see nothing but black. And yet it's quite clear to me that the crow is blue. A blue crow? I've never seen or even heard of a blue crow before. It glares at me. Feels like the eyes of the crow are staring at me, like soulless mechanical lenses. Crack! Looks like death. After a yawn-like cry, it noiselessly flies off. What was that? I feel a faint chill on my back. The howling of the dogs grows louder. It's really starting to get on my nerves. Not only is it noisy, but hearing it causes my heart to start pounding. I have an almost instinctual distaste for it. Shut up! God, shut up! I change out of my pajamas and into my uniform and leave the room. The howling echoes through the night. That sound is definitely coming from the right-hand side of the mansion. For some reason, my throat feels dry. The high walls stretch away around the mansion. Clearing my throat, I head towards where the dogs must be gathered. I arrive at where the howling originates. Huh? The howling doesn't stop, but there are no signs of any dogs. All there is a person. Under the light from the street light that carves apart the darkness stands a man in a dark coat. Uh-oh. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. The howling is coming from right beside him, but there are no dogs to be seen anywhere. Oh, what the fuck? The man in the red coat is pretty tall. It's a strongly built body, and his back is facing me. My throat is so dry. The voice of the dog resounds in my ears. The night air coils itself around my skin. For no apparent reason, I have difficulty breathing and moving, as if I'm at the bottom of the sea. Cry! A cry overhead. With a loud flapping of its wings, the blue crow lands onto the man's shoulder. Then, suddenly, the crow vanishes. Huh? Can it be an illusion? It looked like the crow disappeared into its black coat. The man in the black coat turns around. Oh my god! Wait, haven't I seen this man before? He's one of those characters in, like, Melty Blood. He was like a Rushdown character, right? I swear I seen him. He's a main villain, I think. What the fuck is that? Yeah. No, I think I imagine him having like long black hair though. Ugh. The man in the black coat turns around. Under the white street light, he is just like a shadow. A black lump. In the middle of that lump, only the weapon-like eyes shine out, burning with a fiery intelligence. Can't breathe. But fortunately, those eyes seem like they're not even looking at me. Not here after all. Oh. Not here after all. The man in the black coat leaves. When I can no longer see him, I am finally able to breathe properly again. I managed to take a few breaths. I realized the dog's howling has ceased. Returned to my room. There's no sign of Akio or the others being awake. I guess I'm the only one who can stand the dog's howling. Gah! What's happening? My head still hurts. Huh? Why am I trembling? Looking down, my fingers are trembling. My entire body is shaking. My back feels very cold. It's almost like... Yes. It's like someone ripped out my spine and replaced it with ice. I feel dizzy. Is it just the usual anemia? Oh boy. I get the feeling of falling towards the floor. On the way, I see something unpleasant. Oh fuck! What? Even though I'm wearing my glasses, I can still see the lines. I hadn't seen them at all for a long time, so my reaction is magnified. I feel sick. With the dizziness and my anemia, I feel like I'm about to throw up the contents of my stomach. What's going on? I don't understand. Only that as long as my eyes are open, scribbles fly everywhere across my vision. It's a bad dream. Somehow I managed to collapse into bed. Yes, I should sleep. That's the easiest way to deny what I'm seeing. My body doesn't move as I want it to. All I should do is lie here and fall fast asleep, like a corpse. Oh. Chapter 2. Inversion Impulse Part 2. Oh boy. Part 2 now. Well, Chapter 2 at least. Oh. Only streamed for like only 2 hours and 45 minutes? Huh. Okay. Let's see now. Let's get back to it. Sensei told me my eyes could see the points where things could easily be broken. And if that thing were to be a person, then what I would see would be their vital points. Lines which, if cut, could break something apart without any effort. With those lines, even things as hard as steel could easily be cut off. In other words, everything in existence has its destiny of breaking internalized within it. This is something inescapable or anything with a physical form, Shiki. That's what Sensei had said. I was still a child back then. I remember finally understanding what she meant, getting scared. In other words, the world is full of cracks, and it could collapse at any instant. There are scribbles all over the ground, There's the possibility that the earth could start breaking apart if I walk over it. When I realized what she meant, I thanked Sensei from the bottom of my heart for the glasses she gave me. I couldn't have gone on living if I had little eyes all the time. The points where things could easily be broken, there isn't a single advantage to being able to see them. Good morning. I hear an unfamiliar face. It is morning. Voice. It is time for you to awaken, Shiki-sama. Stop calling me Shiki-sama already. I told you yesterday it sends chills down my back. I wake up. Hisui stands far from the bed, like a statue. Where am I? Good morning, Shiki-sama. The girl in uniform bows. Oh yeah, I came home, right. I push myself up, looking around the room. In that instant, I feel sharp pain in my temples. Are you looking for your glasses? Hisui gently hands me my glasses. Phew. I let out a breath. Last night, before I went to sleep, I had the feeling I was seeing the lines even with my glasses on. Seems like that was just my imagination. Psst. Maybe it's because I slept in an unfamiliar room, but my mind is hazy. Shiki-sama. Hisui calls out to me. Shaking my head, I shake away my sleepiness. Good morning, Hisui. Thanks for coming to wake me. There is no need to thank me. It is my duty to come and wake you, Shiki-sama. Hisui gives a plain and completely expressionless response. Even in an unfavorable light, I think Hisui's features are beautiful. It should be wonderful for such a girl to wake me every morning, but as Hisui never smiles, I don't feel that happy about it. What a shame. If Hisui only had half of Kohaku's brightness, she would be really cute. Do you need something? Realizing I am looking at her, Hisui stares straight back at me. No, nothing at all. Waking up with you there makes me feel like I'm really at the tunnel dimension. Now then. Getting off the bed, I stretch out both arms. Suddenly, I realize I'm wearing pajamas. I'm sure that yesterday Huh? I thought I slept in my uniform last night. Yes, since it is bad for your health to do so. Sister changed your clothes and put you to bed afterwards. Seems pretty sus right there. What does she mean by this? Did she take off her brother's clothes off? Hisui explains it as if it is something perfectly natural. Yeah, that's really weird, dude. I see. She changed my clothes. It's true that I could have caught a cold if I had just slept like that. This kind of attentive service you'd expect from a maid. Wait a minute! I quickly changed my pants and underwear. My pants are brand new pajama pants. My underwear is new. She took off everything? What the fuck? I want to say, what the hell did you do? But some of the words are stuck in my throat. I gotta calm down and think things over for now. Let's see. First of all, half the blame belongs to me. And the one who changed was a Hisui. It was her sister Kohaku. It would be wrong to complain to Hisui. Oh, okay. Wait. Can I... Which one was it? I need to look at I need to look at my backlogs right now. It was HLKJ. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, it was Kohaku that did it. Okay. I thought it was someone else, but okay. Kohaku's a weird one here. Hisui. Yes, what is it? You don't have to do anything uncalled for like this from now on. If you have to, please wake me up. I can change myself, so I'd like to do so. My face is deep red as I say all this. Isu obediently nods in affirmation. Uniform is folded and waits you over there. Please come to the sitting room after you've changed. Damn it. How careless could I be? It was careless of me to begin with when I fell asleep on the bed like that, but to not have woken up while I was being changed over the top. Usually I would have sensed it, but maybe I was just really tired. Complaining to myself isn't going to change anything. I can't just keep standing here talking to myself like an idiot. Better hurry up and change than go have breakfast. My school uniform is neatly folded and my shirt is even ironed. Passing my wrists through the sleeves feels good. It's that fresh, brand new feeling. No, there's nothing wrong with being naked, is there? Yep, there was nothing wrong with it, but I couldn't help being embarrassed at the fact that I was being changed by the warmly smiling Kaku-san. Kaku. Top things off, the face in the mirror keeps smiling from time to time, despite being red. Are you really okay, Tonoshiki? I thought you were supposed to be uneasy about staying here, you amateur. Okay, I'm gonna grab a little snack really quickly because I have not eaten dinner at all. I think I only eaten Costco pizza or something. So I'm gonna go grab something real quick and yeah, it's gonna wait a second here. See, yeah, let's get to see here. I'll be back really quick. Okay, I'm back. Just had some rice and stuff. Yeah, I just needed to eat something a little bit. I'm good now. Alright. Aki and Kohaku were relaxing in the sitting room. Aki is wearing the uniform of the Tsukihime Ladies Academy, a famous school for young girls. They are drinking tea together curiously, as if breakfast ended a long time ago. Ah, damn it! Okay. Greet both of them? Uh, I'll say Akiha. Hey, morning, Akiha. Good morning, brother. In contrast to my hurried exit entrance, Akiha is perfectly calm. Good morning, Shiki. If you're looking for breakfast, it's ready in the dining hall. So please eat up. Kwaku greets me with a warm smile, in contrast to Akiha's coolness. Thank you very much. It looks like you're having your after-meal tea. Have you already finished breakfast, Akiha? Of course. I'm here to know when you get up, brother. But please at least allow time for breakfast. Having breakfast after 7 is a sign of having breakfast after 7 is a sign of sloppiness. I think having breakfast at 7 is pretty normal. What time do you get up, Akiha? I get up at 5 in the morning. What about you? Wow. I don't know why she gets up so early, but it was so perfect a time to get up that I have no room to retort. Besides, your school is 30 minutes from here on foot, is it not? Please don't be late to a school that's so close by. It would be an embarrassment. Akia's words are filled with thorns that stab at me. But as it's true, but as it's the truth, I once again have no room to make any counter-argument. God, jeez. I couldn't help it. It was so noisy last night that I couldn't get to sleep. Ah, I see. You must not be used to your room yet, having just returned. Well, I'll let you off the hook this time. No, it's not because I'm not used to the room, but... At any rate, those stray dogs last night were really noisy. It wasn't because of the room, it was because of them. Hey, about what happened last night. Does that happen every night? What? Akia tilts her head slightly in response to my question. It seems the point of my question has completely failed to reach her. I'm talking about what happened last night. That noisy woof 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 racket. Even you wouldn't have been able to sleep with that going on, right? Brother? What are you talking about? What? I'm talking about last night, of course. Around 11 at night. Some stray dogs were barking their heads off. Akia and Kohaku exchange looks, and then together, they would look at me. It's like they think I'm some kind of nutcase. I can't just let this slip by. Fine, I'm not asking you anymore, Akia. Kohaku, it was really noisy last night, wasn't it? Was it really? Wait. I did think the wind was quite strong, but the only unusual thing I found while looking around late at night was you sleeping in your uniform in top of your bed. Yes. I'll be more careful from now on. What? What happened, Kaku? Oh, nothing in particular. Shiki just has bad sleeping posture, that's all. Kaku dodges Akia's question with a smile. Come to think of it, Kaku was calling me Shiki now. It seems like easily passed on my message from last night. Are you sure neither of you noticed? Those dogs were barking for 30 minutes straight last night. Woof, 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 woof. If that is a noise, I don't know what is. It really was a woof woof panic, wasn't it? Somehow I get the feeling Kohaku has missed a point. Well, that's basically how it was. I don't remember anything like that. You don't either, do you, Kohaku? No, I don't. Sorry, Shiki. There wasn't anything particularly like last night that I can remember. Then it's decided. The only possibility left I can think of is that Mother had a dream about it. Well, now that she mentions it, maybe it was a dream, but you must have had a nightmare because you can't. You must have had a You must have had a nightmare because you weren't used to the mansion yet, Mother. Oh, I know what. Oh, I know what. That stray dog. Oh, I know what. If that stray dog barks again tonight, perhaps we shall start keeping an extra vicious guard dog here. A malicious giggle comes out from Akiha. I am now out of time, so please excuse me, brother. Please do take care not to get attacked by any dogs on your way to school. Akiha leaves the sitting room. Kohaku leaves to escort her to the doorway. Now seems like a good time to come to a conclusion. Given what's happened from last night until now, it's a no-brainer to work out that, for some reason, Akiha really, really hates me. I think she really likes you, dude. I leave for the lobby after I eat the breakfast Kohaku made for me. Hisui is in the lobby, waiting for it with my bag. Will there be enough time, Shiki-sama? Yeah, it's not even 20 minutes to school from here if I run. It's 7:30 now, so I could make it even if I take the long way. Satisfied with my explanation, Hisui nods. Very well. I will escort you out. Oh, yeah, thanks. It's a terribly embarrassing thing to have a personal servant. Oh, Shiki. Please wait. With pattering footsteps, Kohaku runs down from the second floor. Hisui steps back and falls silent as Kohaku appears. Huh? Weren't you with Akiha? Lady Akiha goes to school by car. Since I had something to give you this morning, I stayed behind. Something to give me? Yes. This came from the Arima family yesterday. Kohaku smiles. Huh? But I have all my luggage already. The things I used while I was at the Arima's house all belong to them, so all I've got are my own clothes. Really? But this was sent here nonetheless. Kohaku hands me a thin wooden box, perhaps 20 centimeters long. It's not heavy at all. Kohaku, I've never seen this before. Well, apparently it was left to you by your departed father. It was to be given to you in the will. By my old man? I can't feel anything about that. What's the old man who expelled me from this mansion 8 years ago doing leaving me behind things? Oh well. Kohaku, please take it out. Kohaku, please take it to my room for me. Well, Kohaku is staring intently at the wooden box. She seems almost like a child who wants a toy. Stare. Oh, she is a child. I get it. You want to know what's inside, right? Oh, not at all. I'm really wondered for a moment. Like I said, you do wonder what's inside. Alright, let's open it. 1, 2, 3! The dry sound of wooden box opens. Inside there's a 10-centimeter bar of thin iron. What? It's an iron bar. Undecorated and worn, it has finger marks all over it. The old man must have really hated me to leave me a piece of junk like this. No, Shiki. It's a fruit knife. What? Huh? Oh no, not a knife. Kohaku takes the iron bar out of the box. See? Isn't it one of those folding knives? 1, 2, 3! With a pachink! 10cm blade pops out from the bar. I see. It certainly is a knife. It's old, but it seems pretty solid. The year and the era it was made, and it's written on the back. Kohaku replaces the blade and hands over the knife. Certainly, there was a number written on the grip. The character 7, and under it, the character Knight. 7 Knight? Sister, there is no error by that name. It just says Naratsu Yoru. Surprised, I turn around. Hisui, who had been silent until now, was looking at the knife over my shoulder. You surprised me, Hisui. You should say something. You don't have to look over my shoulder like that, you know? If you want to say it, I'll show it to you. Ah. Oh, she's cute, what the hell? Hisui's cheeks suddenly become a little redder. Please excuse me. That knife is so beautiful that I could not help myself. Huh? Beautiful. What? You really think it's beautiful? It looks kind of beat up to me. Not at all. Tampering of the blade is masterful. I think it is a knife with its own proper history. Really? It looks to me like a piece of junk. But since he seems so convinced, I begin to feel the same thing. In its own way, I guess it's not such a bad inheritance. 7 Knights. Maybe that's the name of this fruit knife. Maybe. Even though I can't imagine him naming a knife like that. Whatever the case may be, it's obvious that it's an antique. Ugh. Well, in any case, I believe in taking what's given to me. I replaced the blade and put the knife in my trouser pocket. Chiki-sama, have you enough time? Not! I have to get going. Well, Kohaku, thanks for the delivery. You're welcome. Kohaku smiles and waves. Leaving the doorway, I pass through the garden. As I pass out the mansion gates, I sense a commotion. What's going on? It sounds like something's happening on the right side of the mansion. I heard that someone found bloodstains on the road east of the mansion. Bloodstains? You mean leftover blood? Yes. There was blood on the mansion fence, too. The police came to inquire about what happened last night while you were asleep, Shiki-sama. Does that mean somebody died? No. All that has been found here are the bloodstains. The east side of the mansion, that's around where the man in the black coat was last night. Bloodstains. Traces of blood. Bloodstains. Traces of red. Come to think of it, I get the feeling I saw something red. Shiki-sama. No, it's nothing. Shaking my head, I shake off the bad images. Well, I'll be going now. Thanks for seeing me off, Hisui. Goodbye. Please take care on the way. Hisui bows deeply. I'm not sure what to take care about, but she's probably just worried about my health. Yeah, thanks. You take care too, Hisui. It's only right to repay good intentions with good intentions. With an energetic wave of the hand at Hisui, I leave the gates of the mansion behind. I walk along the unfamiliar streets. Up until now, I've been going to school from the Arima house. So it's the first time I've taken this route to school. It's only the paths I've taken that's different, but I feel like I'm going to a new school. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students from my school around. Apparently, there are not many who live around here. 7:30 in the morning. I can't see anyone running along the streets in a school uniform except me. The business district is in a rush of activity. As usual, the scene is one of suited firm employees gearing themselves for today's battle. No, it is not quite the same as usual. For the last few days, the atmosphere has been a little heavier in this town. It's probably due to the serial killings. There are less people in the streets in the evenings now, too. You'd better cut down on hanging out at night, Arihiko. Because my bad friend drifts into mine. He'd be the sort of carry on hanging out at night regardless of the atmosphere in town. Well, it's not like he's going to learn a lesson. Going to listen to a word I say anyway. Okay, I think I'm just gonna end it right here because I am tired. This is yeah. Sorry that I'm cutting a little short here, but I really do feel tired here. So yeah, thank you all for coming to watch my stream. I have been wanting to plan on reading this for so long. It has been on a part of my backlog for such a long time, and I always wanted to try doing it on stream and reading it out loud for anyone to listen to. And yeah, I'm glad I took the time to do that because I'm really enjoying the story so far, and the multiple choices that are given to you is what I've been looking for in a visual novel or a really long time. Majority of visual novels are very linear. They're not they don't feature as many endings or whatnot that you would think, or a lot of choices or anything. Usually would find maybe 2 or 3 choices that you make during a playthrough of a visual novel, and doesn't really affect it whatsoever. It just changes a dialogue a little bit. But it's really nice playing a classic visual novel story and choosing all kinds of different choices leading it into a path. Yeah, and so far I'm enjoying the characters and all the interactions and whatnot. The lore that is being built up with Tsukihime is really interesting. And so far we've only met about 4 of the main girls. We have yet to see Arcwade whatsoever. So hopefully next time I will be able to see her face and get to know her a little bit. It'll be definitely a lot of fun. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. This was a fun stream a little bit, and I'm very excited to playing it in the future more often. But until then, tomorrow, there may be an Ape Escape game, there may be not. But I actually went to GameStop earlier today and asked them about my pre-order, which is the Divine Edition of Fire Emblem Engage. Yeah, and they told me that they would give me a call in the morning and tell me if it's ready or not, or if you're gonna do a minute release or at 9 o'clock, and it'll definitely affect on what I'll be doing tomorrow. It's the moment I get my game, the moment I'm gonna start playing it, and the moment I'm gonna start streaming it, because I I'm so excited to play it. Uh, if you follow my Twitter, like you would see that like I'm sort of pretty excited with the game so far, especially for Lear. Yeah, like I usually spend money on like characters that I really want on a gacha game. Like thankfully I only spend like maybe like $25 for give me a second, I'm gonna go like you know so you don't have to stare at that. Thankfully like I only spent like $25 or something, and then some like spare cash in the back of my like account, and like yeah, but like eventually like I sparked, but I got a Lear and Chloe along the way, and then like I think like another 5 star. I forgot who it was, but like yeah, I got a Lear at like 38 rolls. Ah, my god, that was oof, and it was and it made worse by like having it be like the worst IVs you could ask for, which was wait, like minus tech plus res for a Lear. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, I went straight to get a merge for like even if it was just like 2 more rolls. Man, but like yeah, and then I immediately went to go S rank her and her mom. Uh, I gave them like an ally support S rank together because like like that, and then I uh I did a lot of like grinding to like level up Alir and then like bring the S support up for them. So yeah, putting a lot of effort on a waifu that like I'm not gonna like really spend a lot of time on because like Faye is very iffy and I'm not really gonna like invest too much on it. I'm not that engrossed on Faye anymore. I'm saying. So yeah, that's just my like piece of like hype for Fire Emblem Engage. Because like I really do like Alir. Like, from what I'm seeing right now with like her dialogue and everything and her like forging bonds, she is a dork. She is a very adorable dork, and I love her. Like I'm very excited to like choose being a female and uh like playing as her. Because I also heard that like there is like S rank supports and it's all genders. You can like have like supports with anyone at all. So yeah, I'm excited to like seeing that like work out like in in Fire Emblem Engage. And like I'm also very excited to see like all the all the gameplay mechanics and like all the side stuff going on. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be like very exciting to like see like all the Somniel stuff from like what? Not there's no cooking in there. But there was what was it? It was yeah, the way you can like collect like animals like during your battles after your battles and like bring them home as like pets and stuff, and then you can go fishing and then you can like play Dragon Guard and then you can like do like a workout like mini game that's also like a rhythm game and it's like this is like there's so much stuff to do when Fire Emblem Engage is like a lot of fun and like it's also like a built-in gacha game inside it, so it's like really building up to the whole Fire Emblem Heroes copycat, but for console things, and like it's just there's a lot of stuff going on like Fire Emblem Engage that like it really is like uh a a Fire Emblem anniversary game that like they had to postpone because of like Fire Emblem Three Houses being really like excited and like really hyped up and popular and stuff. They just had to like throw that out of the way and like yeah that but yeah I'm very excited to like be able to play Fire Emblem Engage and hopefully like I'll be one of the people who gets a copy of my Divine Edition early on tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes in the end. So thank you very much for anyone that came by to like see my live stream, and I hope you enjoyed listening to me just reading out like Tsukihime here and there. And yeah, hopefully like I'll like build my overlay a little better here. But I hope like it was like enjoyable enough to watch over here because like it is very shitty. This window thing over here, it is not a good window. Like once I full screen stuff with this, it ruins the entire like OBS. It just looks terrible. So yeah, it's well, I'll fix out like all that stuff, but like I'm trying to get used to the whole stream elements mechanics and everything. So yeah. Again, thank you again. I will see you next week where I will also be playing Tsukihime next Wednesday. All right? Till next time. Bye.